Okay, this is week 4 of the Steam Showdown. I'm playing against... Oh, I can't remember what his name is on in the tournament. Yeah, he's got black-white control, so it should be... If he doesn't get board clears, I'll win. If he does, I'll lose, pretty much. Battlefield versus Battlefield. I should get my laptop. As is that one. Pact is his name. I should pick a deck, which will be the same deck as before, quite weenie. Charge my phone so I can catch Pokemon. I haven't been playing for the past couple of weeks, and Magic, I haven't even been doing my quests. I just did them today, but I've been slacking off. So, yeah, I'll probably make mistakes. I played a few games this morning. I made a funky transform deck for the transform quest. That has 2 lands, it has a 1-drop, 2-drop, and a 3-drop, and removal, but the removal probably isn't very good. It's a keeper anyway. I've got his deck list here or something. Oh, no, I don't. It's on the PC, which is not very helpful. I could get his deck list up, but yeah, it's black-white control. Doesn't actually make any difference if I attack before or after I play the Consul's Lieutenant, but but on other turns it does, so it's good practice to do it the right way. Technically, even if somebody's just got an Evolving Wilds and hasn't used it yet, you should wait to play your creature till after the attack, because then sorry, something on my screen. They have less information when they make their choices, and if they have less information, they might make the wrong choice. Like, if you didn't already know what my deck list was, when I've played an Expedition Envoy, it could either be White Weenie or it could be the green-white humans deck that does huge expanding humans, so they might make the wrong decision based on that at that point. But it's obviously the Bygone Bishop. Dutch shall attack first. Does he have whatever the -4/-4 instant is? Grasp of Darkness. He does have Grasp of Darkness. Psychic. That's dangerous, because with the Consul's Lieutenant, if the Consul's Lieutenant goes off turn 2, you can get turn 4 win with this deck, which means you can't even languish. Did I go first? Yeah, I must have gone first. It's like 1 in 100 games you get turn 4 win though, because you need to go turn 1, 2/1, turn 2 Consul's Lieutenant, turn 3 a 2-drop and a 1-drop, and then you swing with all of them turn 4, and then you play any rally effect, like Collective Defiance or Always Watching to right, okay. Well, Hanmir doesn't do anything. But neither does the Consul's Lieutenant. No, it does the Thalio's Lieutenant. It gives me 1 extra damage. Both give me a token. Next turn, the Hanmir makes that bigger. Don't really need all my power focused into one creature because he's got lots of removal. So that makes Thalia better because it spreads the power rather than Hanmir, which takes. So we'll go with Thalia's. Although Hanmir's 3 power next turn when I'm attacking. I've got Declaration, so still Thalia's. Thalia's! I don't think I explained my reasoning very well there, but that's why I did it anyway. I'm about to find out if I win or lose next turn when he plays Languish or not anyway. Well, not really, because he can still recover even if he doesn't Languish next turn, but it's like a major turn. And if Tragic Arrogance is the turn after, that could also win him the game, but it's kind of late, because if he doesn't do something significant this turn, he's in danger of just losing to being beaten in the face. My glasses are... I was out in the rain. My glasses are all spotted. Ooh, that's nasty, but I've got Declaration for it, so it's not that nasty. We'll let all land. Give me land! Yay! That's the sign of a true pro, somebody who asks for something off the top of the deck and then draws it. Right, he might be baiting me to play more, but that has to die anyway because it's got lifelink. And because I've got the Bygone Bishop in play, I can kind of recover from a board clear. Can't really. I mean, I'll totally lose a few board clears, but it's like there's a threat of me recovering. I mean, if he really whiffs after he board clears and has nothing, then in theory I could get a flyer and beat him to death with it. Does he have a Tragic Arrogance? If he Tragic Arrogance is presumably he'll leave me with... Well, he might as well leave me with Hanmir Militia Counter. Oh! That's not... That comes into play tapped, so he's not Tragic Arrogance in it. He will Languish though, which kills all my dudes. And then those Shambling Mounds are going to lose. Shambling, what's called? Shambling Vents. Why is it? Pretty much how this goes. If he has that, I lose. Although he needs to keep these to block. No, he doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. I'm talking rubbish. But he does have to spend all his mana. If he attacks for 2, yeah, he needs to keep them to block because otherwise the console gets round and then that becomes dangerous. So he can't really spend his mana because he needs to save 4 mana for making a Shambling Vent into a vent, unless he's got a kill, which is really... Yeah. That's a Heretic Cathar. Choices, right. Angelic Purge, I can... There's no point, there's no need. If a Declaration, that is just as good. And I can Expedition Envoy. Yeah, Declaration that. Then Expedition Envoy. Is there any benefit to Angelic Purge? Well, he doesn't get a thing, but that shouldn't make any difference. It's too expensive for him to use it next turn anyway. And it spends the mana better, so it's a cheaper thing to play next turn, but it shouldn't matter. But it also destroys land, so it's still not actually cheap. Okie dokie. Declaration Stone. Kill that. Oh, he's got a counter spell. No, he doesn't have a counter spell. He might have a Grasp of Darkness to kill my lieutenant. Or you might want to pop a clue. Get a clue. Oh, let's come back to him. Thought he paused it. Right, in with the Consul's Lieutenant. Yeah. Well, that's just getting those in the top 13 cards of your deck is ridiculous. And the 2 vents, which are a 2/3 creature, wrecks White Weenie. But then a lot of his deck wrecks White Weenie, so I can't really complain. But then if he had had Murder instead, or yeah, like a whole bunch of things, he wouldn't have been able to do that because he wouldn't have had the mana, and it had to be an instant as well. So I suppose I can complain. But I think he's got control now, because he can just keep mana up for he's not doing it. He can just keep mana up for a Shambling Vent and then sit there and win. I don't think there's anything on my deck I can do to beat that from when I'm top decking. Like if I had a whole hand of cards, then maybe. Artifact Creature Enchantment. He can't. I only need +2 power. I can't think of anything in my deck that I can get +2 power from. Otherwise I could Angelic Purge that. Oh, I can do that. That works. Sacrifice Clue. Types, card types have I? I think it's all creatures. Oh, I've got a cast in this sorcerer. 2 card types, that's right. I have got Delirium for this deck, which is really weird because I've got like. I think there's literally 4 card types in the deck. Oh, there's a Planeswalker. Yeah, anyway. He pretty much has to attack with the Shambling Vent next turn. Oh, or maybe he has something else. No, that's fine. Because, yeah, if he doesn't gain any life, I could top deck one of... there's 2 Collective Effort, there's 2... Always Watching, there's Angelic Destiny, there's Gideon, which you can just blow up as soon as you play him to get +1/+1. So there's like, that's at least 6 cards out of 44, which is whatever. That's a mistake. Skip blocking. Unless he's got killed, in which case it's not a mistake. That's getting a little absurd on the luck scales now. Yeah, I can't possibly win this. Wasn't really, well, it was a close game, I suppose. But I don't know, I would have kept the cards in hand, and I would have kept the cards in hand and just used my lands to gain some life. I can't think, yeah, maybe it just hasn't looked through my deck list. Oh, I suppose even if I drew an Angelic Destiny, I was like one card in my deck, but even if he had hit me and gained 2 life, I could have killed him. That's a horrible hand. That could be a turn 4 kill hand. So I will keep it. It just needs a land at the moment. Oh, I hate you, Shambling Vent. You suck. Do I want fat Thalias or do I want fat little things? I want fat little things. The next turn, probably Thalia's turn after collective effort. So it'll be 8 damage next turn. Oh, no. It shall not. That's just life knock, isn't it? Just death touch. Could go Bygone Bishop and just attack with the 2/2/1s. That's too slow though. If I go Thalia's attack with both the 3/2s. I think that's the only play. Oh, great! That was my mum telling me that she's assembled to my Kia furniture. Two, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 4 is 9 damage. If he doesn't kill anything. If I draw an always watching, that'd be even more. Okay. I don't know what he's making choices about. It's obviously playing worth of time. I think I'm going to have to take a turn out to kill that. Because it's too dangerous. I can bring that back, which has death touch and is big. Which means I'm probably not going to be winning this game. because you can't really take turns out. Well, we'll see next turn. If he languishes, then that's it. I can possibly recover from that speed bump otherwise. Hello? No. Who's it calling? Yeah. Mom, it's Kyle and Booth. Kyle and the Booth. That's why I hate playing aggro decks. You always feel like you're out of control. Even when you're winning. Which I think I am. Thanks. Sorry, I have to answer the phone because I'm expecting a phone call, so... You should do after that phone call. Is it spam, I assume?
Yes.
Yeah. What is he conceited or something? What? He invited me to... By disconnection? Oh, no. Which means he's going to leave the 3-2. Obviously. I have multiple cards in my deck that will make me win the game now. That is one of them. Okay, game 3. In case you haven't watched the previous videos, the reason I'm playing head-banging stupid deck is because I haven't completed Zendikar and I don't have any of Gatewatch yet, so I don't have the cards for a control deck. Yeah, I suck at pure skill games like that. Right, okay. Oh, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're all good. Don't think I can argue with that hand. It's not as sick as the hand last game, but it could grow to be as sick as the hand from last game because it's got Consul's Lieutenant, which is the best 2-drop the deck can play. Anointer of Champions can be the best 1-drop if you get the right cards. 2-1's better. But with Consul's Lieutenant, Anointer of Champions is better. Because like you can play the 2/3 death touch now, and it can't kill the Consul's Lieutenant. Because I can buff it with the Annoyer of Champions. Do I get to play my Heretic? Ooh, that's not good for him. Maybe it's mana screwed. Double drop or Thalia. Almost always best to double drop because the I can't remember what they're called. It's like there's some term for the effects. It's like is it a rally effect? Something like that. Oh, well, I have to sacrifice a creature. I'm glad I attacked with both. That's Zeppelin Spirit actually sucks against his deck because it's really good against the Planar Outburst. He doesn't use Planar Outburst; he uses Tragic Arrogance, so it's not as good. He's still good. I think he's well, I don't know if he's mana screwed. He takes his thinking time. Everyone they're all playing control decks, so I should stop complaining. Like, my deck takes 3 seconds to make a decision, and I'm taking much longer to take a decision and also to explain it, and then think it over and stuff. So, their decks are way more complicated than mine to play. I didn't test with his deck again because there's cards from it I just don't have, like Traitor of Get and Grasp of Darks. Oh, you sick puppy. That's a lot of damage. And he's mana screwed as well. That's gonna be 12 damage. I feel bad. Not that bad. A little bit bad. I always feel bad playing this deck because it's brainless. It's not brainless, but it's... I mean, the control decks, like the black-white control deck, is pretty brainless as well. So, so it's not like playing, I don't know, Blue Denial. I could use... That's helpful. +4/+4 flying in first strike. That sounds good. So if I give that to... if I give that to... Is there a way to win this turn? That's going to be a tough one. Right, he has to block... that's got lifelink in. Play Angelic Destiny on that. Attack with that and that. he heals for 4. Trying to kill Consul's Lieutenant. I'll hit for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah, 12, so that's way more. Right, let's close on that, because then I can sacrifice the Selfless Spirit to save whatever I want. So that's the best one to play. And also, that has, yeah, that. Okay. He's going to block the 7/6, which means I get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, oh, it's not yet. He has to block the 7/6, which means I hit him for 8 and heals for 4. So he'll be on 1. Because if he blocks anything else, he loses. And if he blocks Selfless Spirit, it makes me extremely happy because I can sacrifice it and he doesn't heal for anything. But he's not going to, because that would be the worst decision. Okay. Just fingers crossed he doesn't have something sick. Even if he languishes, it doesn't win. So, if you Tragic Arrogances, he'll kill the Lieutenant and that, except he can't. Oh no, he can't because it's sacrifice. So, he'll kill Lieutenant and that, which means that I will still have 3 damage to come in with. Is there any card in his deck that can help? Oh yes, that's much more sensible. 2. Versus so that's round 4 finished. That's me 3-1, and on to last round, round 5. So presumably I have to win that to get into the top 8, but we'll see. Okay, that'll turn off. That is turn off. That's fine, turn off. Oh, because it's yeah, I did this last week. It was in the chat. I have to come out of it, and then I can turn off. See you guys later. Like and subscribe, and all whatever people say on YouTube.